Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, here on the North American Sports Report. I'm Billy DiNapoli. Well, you know why we came on this morning. Yeah, after last night's Aaron Boone debacle, I couldn't let it go until tonight. You know what? We're just going to come on base. We're going to come on for baseball. If the games are earlier, we'll come on after the game tonight, the Yankees and Sox, and we'll do a wrap up. But yeah, we could not come on today after what happened last night. And I'm just going to start right in on Aaron Boone. I mean, it's just like the World Series when he brings in Cortez instead of Hill. It's just like he mismanages the bullpen with his analytics and he goes strictly by analytics and matchups. I mean, Max Fried is pitching his nuts off. He goes 6 1/3. Okay, he's hit the 100 pitch mark. But he's only at 102. Can you at least let him finish the bottom of the order? You got the eighth and ninth batters coming up. I'm quite certain he'll be okay. But no, Boone's got to go letter of the law, pull him out after 100 pitches, and it bites him in the tail again. It bites him in the tail again. Max Fried's got to stay in that game, Aaron Boone. You've done this too many times. Your bullpen is your weakness. Your bullpen is your weakness. Again, it's the same thing you did when you brought Nestor Cortez in the World Series against the Dodgers. The last guy you should have bought him when you had numerous better options, and you bring Nestor in and he blows the game. He cost the Yankees that World Series, I believe, or that game for sure, which turned the tide. And he cost the Yankees the game last night, no doubt about it. I mean, I can name a bunch of things, but you know what? Joey Cora of the Red Sox, he always coaches Boone's pants off. I mean, he leaves Crochet in for who was pitching a great game. He leaves him in for 117 pitches. You remember old school baseball when pitchers would pitch 8 innings? He goes 7 2/3, pitches a gem. Cora outmanages Boone at every step. Every step. And then when he has their hottest hitter, Bergen. You got a base open. Walk him. Don't pitch to him. Don't pitch to him. That's baseball 101, kids. That's baseball 101. And you know another thing, I don't care about matchups. Ben Wright has been your hottest hitter. Put him in. He should be behind the plate. He should be in the game. I don't care what matchups say. Okay, now I know that Stanton kind of, well, without using profanity, Stanton did not do a very good job with runners in scoring position, which has been the Yankees' historic story in the postseason of latter years. They don't hit with runners in scoring position. They don't play small ball. They don't move runners over. But in the past, you had great pitching and you had a great bullpen. You have decent starting pitching, pretty good. I mean, Rodon and Fried have been great this year. The kid Schlittler is interesting too. I mean, they've got enough pitching, but this year their bullpen is their weakness. It's not good. It's not good. In the past, you can get away with having your starter go 6 innings and then go into the pen. You can get 7 or 7+ out of a starter who's hot. You got to go with him. You throw analytics out the window. Your bullpen's not good, Aaron. It's not good. Recognize your weaknesses. Listen, do you want to kill Stanton for last night? He's been a horse for you guys. He's been a horse for the Yanks. He's had plenty of big postseasons. He's done plenty of great things. You can't kill Judge because Judge was 2 for 4. I mean, Judge had a good game. Wasn't his fault. Again, the manager makes a boneheaded move in a big spot, and it cost the Yankees the game, and it has to do with the pitching rotation. Again. Again. I mean, you had Chapman on the ropes in the ninth. It's unfortunate that we didn't, it's unfortunate that we couldn't get to him, but what are you going to do? Anyway, so we'll go over some. That's it for my Yankee recap. The Yankees are not out of it yet, kids. They got Rodon on the mound today, this evening. We're going to get to all the games, and we're going to give you the start times for tonight's games. You got Rodon on the mound at 18-9. The Red Sox are going with Bello, who you have had success with. And then after that, the Red Sox will be going to a bullpen game because they don't have Giolito's out. He's already just pitched. They don't have a game three starter. So if you can win today, you got a shot because they don't have a game three starter penned in. They're going to go bullpen by committee game, one of those. So if the Yankees can win today, this evening, you got a shot. The Yankee first pitch is, again, 6:05 at the stadium. It's pretty much the same as yesterday. You got the Tigers at the Guards, 1:05. 3:05, you got the Padres at the Cubs. Sox are at the Yanks at 6:05. And the Reds are the late game, 9:05 at the Dodgers. Uh, Skubal pitched a gem for the Tigers in a 2-1 victory over Cleveland, which, just goes to show you that's what you love about baseball. The Tigers were on a terrible slide during the end of the season. They blow the division, but in a 3-game series, and granted, they did win their last couple of games to make sure they got in the, well, actually, they were getting in the wild card anyway. Blowing the division didn't really hurt them because you come into the playoffs in a short series, you win the first game with your ace, and all that's forgotten about. So School pitched the gem 7 2/3, allowed 1 run. They beat Cleveland 2-1. Chicago, who was trailing most of the game, 1-0, beats San Diego 3-1. Pivetta gets the loss for the Padres. Didn't pitch. Matt Pomeranz went 4 1/3 for the Cubs. Got a note. Didn't get the decision. The Dodgers pound the Reds 10-5 in the late game. Snell gets the win. 7 innings, 2 runs. Hernandez had 2 homers for the Dodgers, and of course, Betts, Freeman, and Ohtani all multi-hit games as the Dodger offense rolled. So today you have your matchups for today. Again, you got the Tigers at the Guardians at 1:05. You got the Padres at the Cubs, 3:05. Red Sox, Yankees, 6:05 at the stadium. Cincinnati Reds at the Dodgers, 9:05 is the late game. That's your MLB for today. We're coming on tonight after the Yankee game. Okay, we're coming on tonight after the Yankee game. Listen, Aaron Boone always makes things more interesting than they need to be, and now he's under fire. I mean, listen, he straight blew that game last night. Fried stays in that game. It increases their chances of victory exponentially. And again, we've seen him do it so many times. He mismanages the staff, the pitching staff, just because he's so stuck on analytics. Joey Cora had no problem even crocheting for 117 pitches. You know why? Because he was hot. He was dealing. Use your gut. Don't always use what's in the book. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, kids. We got some lousy managers in New York, and I'm going to be honest with you. I can't believe the Mets agreed to keep Carlos Mendoza on after blowing. You're over 20 games over 500. You have a great record, and then you go into the tank and you lose series to the Nationals and the Florida Marlins, who are non-playoff teams with low payrolls, and you keep your job. I don't get it. I don't get it. And not to knock on the Florida Marlins, very scrappy team that gives you everything they got, and they played near 500 baseball this year with no payroll. So if the Mets had the nuts that the Florida Marlins did, they'd probably go to the freaking World Series. But all that talent, and yet Carlos Mendoza keeps his job. Anyway, you got your starting times for tonight's and this afternoon's MLB matchups. Obviously, the Yankee Red Sox game now has a lot of eyes on it, as does the Detroit Cleveland. I'm sure the people in Cleveland don't want to see the Guardians blow home field. But yeah, after Boone's moves last night, lots of heat on him. If the Yankees lose this series, I'm sorry. You got to get rid of this guy. How many playoff screw-ups can we tolerate? I mean, you got to let him go. You got to let him go. They're going to have Cole back next year with Fried. You got the kid Schlittler who looks good. You may have your best pitching staff in ages. I never was a huge Rodon fan, but I got to be honest with you. The lefty's been dealing. He's 18-9 this year. The Yanks got a shot tonight, a good one. You can have a great staff. All the Yankees got to do is fix their bullpen and get a manager who has just a clue of how to handle the pitching staff. Just a clue. Yeah, and Rice should have been in the game too. But don't. All right, we've hammered on Aaron Boone enough for this morning. I have to get to my real job, And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Watch the baseball. It's going to be fun. It's going to be. We'll come on later and we'll go over the Yankee Sox, because that's the local flavor for us here in New England. And you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Thanks.